Guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to talk Omi utility and how to value Omi, right? So very important video. So firstly, let's start off with the Omi utility. So Omi is a utility token that underpins transactions within VEVE, and thanks to OUP, token holders can soon use their tokens within the VEVE app to help grow their digital collectibles. So number one, the Omi token. So everybody talking about Omi utility. The point is, it's meant to be a token that underpins transactions within the VEVE. And of course, just the overview, Omi utility overview, the Omi token offers extended features within the VEVE app, introducing new audiences to the token itself and potentially crypto in general. As such, Omi will be integrated into key areas of the VEVE experience: staking programs, secondary market trading with Omi drop raffle, premium market listings, accessory purchases, etc. Now, I'm just going to stop there. We know that currently this is not actually the case. Omi as it stands, doesn't yet have the utility that it states, which is fine. So how do we value Omi at the moment? Very important conversation. This is simple, right? At the moment, of course, we have a large percentage of people buying Omi in preparation for the actual utility it will be used for, which is this stuff here. And of course, buying VEVEs on the platform, etc. However, of course, we do have speculators, pure speculators, just speculating on the price of Omi. And then, of course, we have people that are using Omi as a voting mechanism. So many people are buying Omi as a vote, saying, I'm confident in the project. I'm basically confident in the project, and if the project does well, then of course price should go up. Now, that's not always the case, as we've seen. Literally we've had an incredible move before everything that has been rolled out and all the licensing agreements, the users get on board, etc. So we haven't seen that correlation. So we can't just assume that. It's very dangerous to do that, as you've seen. If you just bought purely based on that, then you're down quite a bit, right? So how do we value Omi at the moment? The way I look at Omi, yes, of course, for the utility in the future that which it will be used for, but I'm also seeing this as a massive opportunity to bet on the biggest, in what I believe will be the largest premium digital providers in the world. I think Ecomi, VEVE will 100%, in my personal opinion, lead the way. Of course, there's going to be other players, and in fact, other players actually grow the whole market. So that's not always a bad thing. Competition is great. I think Omi has what it takes to really lead the way. They have first movers advantage, etc. So I'm betting on Omi based on that as well. I'm also, why else did I buy Omi? Well, number one, I saw an opportunity on how early this whole thing is, right? So by the time, by the time we get around to utility for Omi, who knows where price will be, right? We did a prediction where, if things stay the same, we could see a 650% move from where we are now. That's a nice move, right? So we can still see, really, really good price movements without that utility, right? So when the utility comes, you can only imagine where price will go. Now, when we talk about risk to reward, this is one of the best risk to reward opportunities in the market at the moment, especially when you have a project like this, right? There's two ways you can look at this, right? You have your 100x gems, crypto gems in the NFT space, and these are plays in which they're not blue chips, so they're not, big projects. They haven't got the names behind them, but they have what it takes to really blow up, hit a nice market cap potential, and you can make a serious return on your money. But of course, those projects, in my opinion, you want to make sure you get out of them, when the time is right. And we have a few of those gems in Crypto Crew Premium available for entry right now, link in my description. So of course, we have projects like that, right? We understand there are those potentials. However, when we're talking projects like, and again, this is going to sound wild, what I'm about to say, but when we have projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. Now, of course, I'm not comparing OMI to Ethereum. I'm not doing that at all. But what I'm saying is, if we look at the particular segment of the cryptocurrency space that we're in, see, this is the problem with a lot of YouTubers, a lot of, retail investors. They don't understand that when you're not just betting on OMI as an overall, you're not betting OMI against Bitcoin or betting, let's say, OMI against Solana no, you're looking at the NFT token and gaming token of the cryptocurrency space, and you're saying to yourself, which one of these, who are going to be the winners in this list, right? That's what we're personally, me and my team are doing. We're saying to ourselves, what are going to be the winners in this list, and what are the winners that we can hold over a long period of time? Yes, we're going to get those 100x gems, those gems to literally, make you a few million or six figures, etc. within the years. Yes, you have gems like that, but you also have to have solid projects in your portfolio that will over time produce a fantastic ROI. And OMI for me is personally one of those projects. So when I say risk to reward, for me, this is a project that I believe I can hold for the long period of time without feeling like this is just going to go to zero, right? If that makes sense. So when a bear market comes around, I'm not worried about OMI basically never recovering and the project dying out, never to be heard of again, right? I'm confident that this is a project, one of the projects that will be around for the long haul in that NFT and gaming segment of the cryptocurrency space. So that's what we're also betting on as well. As you guys know, OMI is not a security token. VEVE, Ecomi do not provide stocks in their that I'm aware of, or anyway, public IPO. They're not IPO. They're not a public company, etc. So you cannot, buy stocks on the market buy stocks for the company on the market. So what are people doing instead? They're betting on. They're basically voting, they're voting on Ecomi succeeding by buying the OMI token. That's essentially what's happening at the moment. And when people talk about risk to rewards, it doesn't really get much better than this, right? You have an opportunity to buy a blue chip, again, in my opinion, a blue chip NFT token that really could be the number one NFT token by the end of this decade. Who knows? Of course, we have some other great projects, Sand, Axie Infinity, Mana, right? Or that's obviously Decentraland, right? These are, again, blue chip NFT tokens, Theater, Engine Coin, etc. OMI is definitely up there. And why isn't this moving as much as we want it to? Because, guys, we're the only token in the top 10 that is not listed on Binance, is not listed on Coinbase, is not listed on any major exchange. We're not listed on any major exchange, and we're at a $700 million market cap already. That alone speaks volumes, right? So when you have people, let's say breaking down the charts, etc., they're looking at this from a trading perspective, right? A trading perspective, which is obviously very important for your entries, your exits, etc. But when we look at the macro picture of this, right? You put this against any NFT token, Ecomi will definitely be a project that any institutional player or large investor it will pick, because they'll say to themselves, okay, Disney, Marvel, that's all I need to hear, right? How is that, project users, is it growing? Yes, it's growing. Are people actually actively buying on the app? Yes, they are. Okay, I'm in, right? So I want you guys to start looking at this from a broader perspective at this stage, right? And well done if you've made it this far in the video. What we're seeing at the moment is a cleansing process. A lot of the traders with weak hands, a lot of the traders that or investors that just were in this for the short term, essentially those guys are being flushed out the market, and it will just be another story of, wow, I can't believe I sold early. Oh, I can't believe I didn't see the bigger picture. Oh, I can't believe I traded OMI for this coin. Yes, I made 5x in the short term, but you know, by that point, this thing has gone up over 1,000,000%, right? So, guys, please, you know, think about this carefully, right? Think about this carefully. Think about the opportunity at hand here, right? And yes, we know, you know, that, you know, they've delayed this. I mean, this article came out, I believe, last year, November 25th, 2021, right? But we know it's coming, right? No, it's not here yet, but we know it's coming. And of course, we want to be first, right? So we're not going to buy when it happens and then, you know, try and catch the pump. No, we're going to buy early, sit back, and then of course, when that new wave comes through, once the utility has been realized and those new investors come in via new exchanges, larger exchanges, then of course we're going to be the beneficiaries of that. And remember, guys, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But in my opinion, it is easy. But a lot of people don't have the patience or the you know this is their first time in any market. So of course I understand their concerns. But guys, I'm super excited for the future of Omi. And yeah, until the next update, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and of course, seize the day.